Hey guys, Isaiah Wyman with therise Hunt. We are down in southern Ohio today. It is April 8th, the day of the eclipse. It's going to be happening in a couple minutes. It's kind of started. It's kind of getting darker here. This past winter to start everything, I started hinge cutting some areas. Last year, I think it was last year, a year before, I did some as well. This year we kind of got talking. We needed better access points to all of our stands. So we are putting in switchgrass, putting in pines, doing some sorghum for the next couple years until a switch gets tall enough. So right now we are spraying everything, spraying all the plots, cornfields, where we're going to be putting switchgrass, where we're going to be putting pines, kind of getting everything ready. So I've been on the sprayer, sprayed about 3 acres so far. We got another about an acre, maybe a little less than an acre left in this plot right here. Then we got, I think, 5 more acres throughout the property. Hey guys, it is May 19th right now. The plan is to plant 7 acres of corn, plant about 1.5 acres of switchgrass, plant probably 1.5 acres of oats, and then we'll come in fall, put a fall blend in. That's the plan right now. I'm going to jump on the sprayer. It is filling up as we speak. Go hit our switchgrass, and then jump on the disc in the tractor and go till up our cornfields. So here we go. Hey guys, it is August 20th today. Just got down here in Ohio to do a handful of different things. We're going to set up some tree stands. We got some XOP tree stands. Got a couple of rednecks to throw out on the platforms that I brought down. Got trail cameras to put out, got food plots to plant, got clover plots to cut, switchgrass to cut. So on this trip I brought down 2 platforms and then our big, I think it's a 12-foot batwing brush hog. We're gonna get this stuff unloaded and then kind of just go from there and keep it rolling the next couple days. We'll see how it goes and see what we can get done. Okay, 4:36 on October 7th. We are just pulling out of my place, heading down to my dad's because he has a printer, print out our Ohio tags, and then we are off to southern Ohio. Haven't been down there yet this deer season. They opened up about 9 days ago. So I went down there for the first time. This year was a struggle for all food plots. I know I've planted, like 7 acres of corn. That all failed. 5 acres of brassicas and turnips. So we'll see. I've done a lot of work. Put up a couple blinds, put up some mock scrapes, put some tree stands up. We are kind of going after, there's one buck I would really like to kill. It's a deer that I've been chasing, or I've been watching since he was 2. He's 5 now. We call him the Big 10. Some other people call him Everest because he's got pretty tall brow tines. He's always been a 10 point since I've known him as a 2-year-old. So he's 5 now. So that's a deer I'd really like to go after and kill. But I know there's a handful of good deer. So we'll see what happens, see if we can strike up a deer, see if we can just have some fun. So here we go. Alright, well, we just got set up. We're in a spot that I call the Cove. It is pretty much a ridge top. Just going from one of our big fields to another field. To the north we have oats and brassicas. And then out to kind of the south of me, southwest of me, is a big 1.5 acre clover plot. We did have a feeder. We were feeding here all summer long. So that's when that deer was here, a decent amount. But he was here yesterday morning at like 5. And then night before at like 8. So we'll see if he does that again. set up right in this clump of like 5 trees here. They're not the biggest trees, but they got cover. But there is clover. Not a ton of it, but there's clover on top of this ridge. So we'll see what happens tonight. I feel quite good about it. We'll see what happens, see if we can strike one up, get our tag filled in Ohio in for a sit. So here we go. Sit number 1 for Ohio. Recap on it was, thought it was in a pretty good spot. Thought the wind was doing something a little bit different, but had looked over and caught a glimpse of antlers. Looked like a really good deer, about 40 yards from me. Never saw him again. But there's another buck that got mounted 20 yards down the hill. It was a small 8-point with good brows, but from the side view of the first buck that I saw, I don't think they were the same deer, but I never saw the other one. He was right behind some thick branches. But yeah, I saw at least 1 buck and 6 does. Maybe 2 bucks, but good for a sit. Over the next few days, I stayed focused on hunting, filling feeders, scouting, and relentlessly pursuing 1 buck, the Big Ten, hoping for even the slightest chance to lay eyes on him. Hunting a single deer is an incredibly challenging endeavor, but it's a goal I committed to this season, and I was determined to see it through. On the evening of October 31st, I passed on an impressive up-and-comer, likely scoring 130 inches or more. That moment cemented my resolve. This season, it was the Big Ten or nothing. This is my third trip down here so far this year. It is November 17th. I have my family down here with me. They're just going to hang out here while I go hunt. It's about 60 degrees today. A little bit warmer, but they're calling for colder weather later on this week after some rain. So we're going to see what happens tonight and this week and see if we can get one killed. So here we go. Alright, well, we are all set up. Made it into this spot without bumping any deer, which makes me feel really good. I did some hinge cutting a couple years ago out in front of me, down over a ridge. Then you got a thick top ridge on the neighbors down into just a thick gully. Only reason I know it's a thick gully is the first buck I killed here in Ohio ran down into it. So hopefully he's bedded in there. This camera's been dead for about a week. So again, last year at this time he was in this area a lot. So we'll see what happens. But he's normally in this area this time of year. So I'm hoping he's here and I just don't know it. We'll see what happens. See if the Lord will bless us tonight and see if we can get an Ohio buck killed. Sit for this trip, November 21st. We're back over the corn feeder. back where I've been seeing this buck. We've been getting pictures of him. Last night I saw him, he was standing here. Would have been like a 25-yard shot. So wind's perfect for the feeder. If he walks the next bench down and comes from the south, then we might have an issue. But with how it all works down there, I don't think I would been in a great spot if I sat down there. So decided to sit up here praying that he doesn't work that bench and he kind of comes from the other way or comes straight up from the bottom. Hopefully that's what he does and kind of just works in and comes in like he did last night, all calm, and we can get a shot off at him. So we'll see what happens. But it's snowing, it's cold, it's a perfect day to sit over a feeder. So here we go. Bah. So that long cold set tonight. He was on there, had to stop him. We just blew the shot. Just a terrible shot. So we'll go check the arrow and get on out of here. So that's it for this trip in Ohio. Praying I get another chance at him. Alright, well, made it into the blind. We got a west-southwest wind tonight. Feel like temperature is 28 degrees. It's actual temperature is 32, 33. Like I said earlier, we had a buck last night, one of our shooters, daylight here. And then after dark, we had the buck, my number one deer here. He was here at this feeder. So, we're sitting here tonight. We're going to see what happens. I have to be home Thursday. It's Saturday, so we'll see. We'll see what happens this next couple days and see if we can get one killed. Set back up in the same blind that we've sat the last two nights. Last night we saw like 4 bucks and like 14 plus does, and then night before we saw a shooter and a couple other bucks and a handful of does. So we'll see what happens tonight. Today is the first day of Ohio's firearm season, so we are out here tonight with the muzzleloader. We'll see what happens tonight, see if we can get lucky and get a shooter killed and call it a season for Ohio. So, here we go. Bah. Bah. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I just dropped him. Yes. Yeah, like 60, 80 yards. 80 yards from me. 80 yards. He's laying right in the middle of the field. He was facing me. So, thank you. Oh, let's go look at him. He came out, and a pile of does out there, and another doe was coming out of the woods, and I see antlers, and the first buck is a 3 or 4 year old great deer, another great deer, good up and comer, and then this is the Big 10, and he came out behind them, and I still can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I've been watching this deer since he was 2, and he is 5 now. He's put me through the ringer, and we have finally put him on the ground. So if I cry, that's what it means. This is what this deer means to me. Oh, buddy. You have put me through it. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I've done, to be honest with you guys. Finally, here's the buck I've been chasing all year long. I've been watching him since he was 2 years old. I think a couple of neighbors have sheds of this deer. It's a deer that I've been, like I said, watching. He was a good 3-year-old, broke a side off. He was a great 4-year-old. And then this year he's something else. He has a broken brow tine, but a cool flyer. The deer that we call the Big 10, he is something special. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. He came out. Oh my goodness. I think 5th time I've seen him this year. And missed him with a bow a little over a week ago. And I've been kind of just bouncing back and forth between 2 spots. And I've sat the right spot tonight. Nick, he was telling me, you just need to sit in one spot. And don't play cat and mouse with him. Just sit in one spot, and he'll show up. So, and that's exactly what he did. Blessed to be able to harvest a deer like this. I do want to say thank you to all you guys. I want to say thank you to my wife for putting up with my addiction of deer hunting. It's something I couldn't do without her. She's absolutely amazing. Watching the kids and letting me take off to Ohio as much as I do. I would like to thank my dad. None of this would be possible either without him. for owning the land, for pretty much buying the land. He doesn't do much hunting. He loves growing deer. He doesn't hunt much, but he does it for his kids. I am blessed to be one of his kids and for having the opportunity to hunt a farm like this. Thank you, Dad, for everything you do for us. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, that is a wrap on the story of the Big Ten. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I sure did.